another story of when I was young. Little did I know then that this would be the prologue of something to come. HMT. I remember it all like it just happened yesterday. It was a sunny afternoon, and I was bored sitting at home. I didn't really have any money for gas to put into my '72 pickup truck, and I decided I needed some exercise anyways, so I started to walk uptown. I used to do that all the time. I just walked forever, it seemed sometimes, but I was young and full of energy. I didn't mind the walks because they let me do a lot of thinking and cleared my head. After a while, I guess I just got used to them, especially since I never had my own vehicle until recently. It was kind of hot, and I was already starting to sweat as I walked through the city. That's when I saw them. 4 young men about my age. 3 of them were chasing a 4th and taunting him. "We're gonna get you!" shouted one. "You might as well stop and get it over with," shouted another. "We're going to beat you up real good," taunted the third. The young man they were chasing kept running on Dalton into an alleyway a little ways in front of me. I hate bullies, I thought, mumbling it to myself under my breath. I hope he gets away from him. I remember when bullies used to pick on me in grade school and how much I hated it. If it had been 3 other young men chasing the guy, I might have thought that the single guy had wronged them somehow, and maybe even deserved what he was getting, but I recognized the 3 in pursuit as notorious bullies from my school. As they got closer to me and went into the alleyway, not paying me any mind, they already had a target after all. The whole thing was starting to make me mad. "How are you doing, Matt?" asked the middle of the 3 mockingly. I took it he was the ringleader, especially since he was the tallest and also looked the strongest of the 3. Okay, Ned," said the one cornered against the wall as he started to tremble with fear. "Told you you weren't going to get away. We're going to beat you now unless, of course, you got some money," said the one on the far left. "Yeah, let's see some money. Wait, you made us chase you. We'll probably just beat you now and take it anyway," said the one on the far right. I had heard enough. It was obvious the one young man couldn't defend himself or even make this fight fair. It was time to even the odds. "Hey, you creeps! Over here!" I shouted as I began to walk towards them. The 3 bullies turned around as Matt went to his knees, and tears began to run down his cheek. I knew that he was too scared to be of any real help in this fight, but that didn't matter at all to me. "Who are you?" asked Ned. "Yeah, what do you want?" said the one on the far left. "He wants a beating too," said the one on the far right as he chuckled to himself. "Why don't you guys pick on someone your own size like me?" I asked him, not even slowing down in my stride. Ned stepped forward and said, "Oh yeah? You're a dead man. Get 'em, boys." I was in striking distance now as my right hand rolled into a fist. "Heavy metal thunder!" I screamed, and I swung as hard as I could, connecting with Ned's throat. Ned flew to the ground, grasping his throat and trying to catch his breath as the one on the far right tried to make his move. I was too quick for him, though, and kicked him in the groin. As he bent over forward, I dropped my elbow on his head and sent him sprawling to the ground face first. All that was left was the 3rd one, and as soon as I took one step forward, he had decided that he had seen enough and took off in a dead run down the way he had came. The other 2 groggily recovered and quickly followed in pursuit of their buddy, still holding themselves where I had hit them. "Are you okay, Matt?" I asked after they disappeared, and I looked at him still on his knees. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you," he said as he got up and wiped the tears from his eyes. "Don't mention it," I said. "It was no trouble, really, and I don't think they'll mess with you again. Hey, man, I owe you. How about coming over to my house for snacks and a drink? We could even play a game on my computer. Come on, it'll be fun. What do you say?" "Sure," I said. I've been just walking around town bored anyways. As we walked out of the alleyway and towards his house, he asked, "How come you did that? Why risk your neck for me?" "I don't know. Don't like bullies or uneven fights, I guess," I said as I stopped and pulled out a newspaper clipping from my wallet to show him. It was titled, "Vigilante Stops Bike Theft Ring." "The vigilante is me," I said. "Wow! Hey man, I owe you one. Anytime you need my help, I'll be there," he said. Matt and I became good friends, but not the best of friends. However, I would visit him from time to time. Little did I know then that he would indeed return the favor for me, but that is another story.